Can
you hear me?
Yeah. How's it
Awesome.
going?
Good. How you doing?
Cool, cool. Just got to work. Meanwhile in the other studio, got my boyfriend's working on a little jingle for the Eagles, so it's
Oh,
always cool.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So how's it going?
It's going great. I have
Awesome.
I have no complaints. No
Sweet.
complaints.
Sweet deal.
Are you in where are you located?
In Houston, Texas. It's turned quite hot and humid. Yes.
Better than all the ice and snow and everything that you guys have
Oh,
had.
honestly, I'd take that any day. but, but what's up,
Yeah.
guys? I'm Harley Roxx with Rock Rage Radio. Here with Steve Zing, who, of course, you guys may know from Danzig, but he is here to talk about his new project, Black 29.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. You got some songs coming out. I took a listen, and man, just it's really good. It's called The Waiting. Um, so tell me how you came to want to do a new project.
You know, I've been doing songs in bands forever, and the Black 29 thing came about. I had a previous band called Marriage Drug, and we had members that kind of didn't feel like they were going too far with original music, so they wanted to go play cover songs. And I think New Jersey is known for like the cover capital of the world for some reason. But myself and Dan, the bass player, we kind of looked at each other like, okay, so we're going to go find new members, or what are we going to do? So he wound up going, you know what, let's try writing a song and recording a song. He's like, well, I could play guitar, which I didn't even know because he was the bass player. And it just wound up working really well. And we just continued from there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, scrolling like way back when you first started music, who are some of your influences that you draw your inspiration from?
Growing up, my mom would play like 50s music.
Oh,
And
wow.
then I got into Elvis, right? And Kiss,
Mhm.
early Kiss was like, because it was like larger than life, right? So it was like,
Oh, yeah.
it was great. And then, of course, punk rock. And it was the punk rock thing that uh, really changed my life because I knew that I wasn't a virtuoso. So it wasn't about how, we didn't have any money. So it wasn't like you couldn't buy the best gear, and I couldn't afford to take lessons. So I self-taught myself everything.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it changed my life.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So cool. And so the Black 29 is it EP or full length album?
It's a full length.
Full length. That's coming out March 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Right?
it is.
Awesome. Awesome. So do you have plans for a tour to go with that?
Yeah. So what we're planning on it is doing, shows hopefully around the country in sporadic areas. Like I was saying to someone, like, it would be great to go to Texas and like
Awesome.
play Austin, Houston, Dallas, but and just so stay kind of like in say the Dallas area, and then just go, and then you do Midwest and you do pockets here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably more economical these days than just getting in a van or whatever and going across the country, which I would love to do. But
Sure.
it just the economics of it these days, it's so weird, the way everything works. So,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So you recently just started this project?
No, this has been going on now. This is our second album. Our first album came out 6 years ago,
Cool.
that we produced ourselves. And this one's through Cleopatra. And, I had been talking to Cleopatra Records for a long time regarding this. And,
Mm-hmm.
we had done the deal, but of course, then COVID hit and all that great stuff that just kind of put a wrench
Yeah.
in the wheel for everyone per se.
Yeah.
So that kind of halted things for a bit. But yeah, this has been going on for quite a while. And I'm just proud that we were able to do it and now we're actually able to get it out there.
Oh yeah, and it's great like seeing live music thrive again. I was just at a show on Sunday and just like completely sold out. Just everybody's having a great time. The fans are just soaking it up. So I think, it's only going to go uphill from here. Which brings me to my next question. What's your favorite song to play live?
For what band?
Well, let's go with Black 29 since
I like the lead off song Blackout. I just think it has a
awesome.
drive to it, something that I turn up. I have ADD, right? Is what they
Me too.
call it. Yeah, we all do, right?
Yeah.
But it's like one of those songs I can turn on while I'm in the car and just want to floor the gas pedal and just start hitting
Oh
people.
yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so that's one. But I've been blessed to be able to play in a bunch of different bands that have been, quite successful. And I'm really hoping that with this, people will hear this and it'll touch a nerve on somewhere. We're in an age where like most people don't want to hear new music. They want to hear all the old stuff, right?
Yeah,
Because the new stuff is just too new for the older people and
sure.
and too old for the younger people. So I'm hoping that this kind of fits like right in between. So it
Yeah,
touches the nerve of both young and the older generation.
sure. And yeah, I can definitely hear like a lot of well, touches here and there of like a little bit of Danzig, but kind of with y'all's own twist on it, which is really cool. And I really love what y'all have done. Um, so y'all have toured since y'all have toured before for a long time. Do you have any crazy tour stories? Anything just wild that happened?
Look, there's always crazy tour stories. Back in the day with Sam Hain,
Hmm.
back in the 80s, this is pre cell phone, pre
Oh yeah.
GPS and things like that. I remember we were in a little town in Texas called Fort Hancock, in the middle of nowhere. I think it was near the Mexican border, if I'm not, uh, if I remember correctly. We broke down. Our
Okay.
truck broke down. We were on the side of the road, broken down, just trucks passing us by, and the whole truck would just sway back and forth. And I
Um,
remember we had a knock on the door. It was like 6 in the morning, and these
mhm.
two country boys just kind of like, "You guys stuck?" And we're like, "Yeah." And they put this chain, which was it seemed like it was like 10 cars long, and they pulled us into this little town, Fort Hancock, and these people took a look at us. It was like a automotive repair shop, and they took a look at us dressed in all black and leather, and they were rushing for us. We were there, I want to say it was 2 or 3 days. We had no food. We were lucky that there was uh, a mechanic, and I think he actually was from over the border, and he would come back with food from that his parents made, and then him and his father came back to help us fix the truck so we can get out of there.
Oh, that's
It
awesome.
was it was crazy. You get crazy things like that, and there's all kinds of things that go on the road.
Oh,
Some we can't talk about, but for the most part, it's always a great time to be on the road. There's always new chapters to be written,
oh
old
yeah.
chapters to close, and you just kind of like you just soak in the experience because it's
Oh,
always an experience.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So you guys, for Block 29, do you guys have some merch available for what
Yep,
people can buy?
yep. We have actually new shirts being printed now,
Ooh.
um, and those will be on I guess Bandcamp or something. I'm so like out of touch with that stuff, but yeah. So we'll definitely have it. There's new merch being made as we speak.
Awesome, awesome. So, and of course, you guys are, I would assume, are all over social media, Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram,
Yep.
everything. So, people can go find. Y'all have a website where they can go
Yeah,
look up
it's
merch.
black29.com, also Cleopatra Records,
Awesome.
Spotify and all that fun stuff.
Cool, cool. So,
Yeah.
March 3rd, the waiting is going to drop from Black 29. Thank you again so much for taking the time out of your
You
day
got it. I appreciate your time.
with me. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we got the rodeo cook-off starting tonight, hence my look here. So,
We have some. Is there barbecue involved? Is that what we're talking
oh,
about?
there is. Yep.
Actually, I was in when Danzig played Houston back in May.
Uh-huh.
A friend of mine picked me up and he took me in, and I don't remember the place, but it was this little barbecue joint off the beaten path, and it was the best ribs I ever had. They were huge.
Oh my gosh.
They were so good. In fact, I believe we're going to be back there in August or September, so I
Oh,
can't wait to
awesome.
go back and have those ribs again.
Sweet. So you'll be back there as Danzig?
Yes.
Sweet. Well, definitely let me know. I would love to cover that show for you guys. I usually am down in the pit taking photos, so just
Nice.
hit me up and I'll be there for sure.
That would be
We'll
great.
get that covered for you guys on Rock Rage, but always a pleasure. Thank you guys so much. And
Thank you.
yes, not next week, but the week after, so 2 weeks, 2 Tuesdays, when y'all's album is released, I will be playing Black 29 on Louder Than Hell with Harley Roxx on Rock Rage Radio. Thank you guys for joining.